Excuse me. This is our first and main exam room. This is where the doctor sees the patients, and then this is one of our nurses. She helps out too. She mainly works with the prenatal people, but today she's helping. And we have a doctor that works in here Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So this is our main exam room. And this is like where we do triage. This is where we weigh the patients, do their blood pressure, their pulse, their temperature, all that. This is really small. Like today, when we have so many people, it's crowded in here. We want to bust out this wall and extend it so we have a bigger triage area, and so that I can build an office. Because my office, I'll show you my office. My office has to serve as office, as a counseling center. My office, I'll show you my office. My office has to serve as office, as a counseling center where we see patients. Sometimes we do wound care. It's not big enough. Anyway, this is my office. I guess you would call this like our Department of Social Services too, where we do everything. So the plan would be to bust out back there and make our triage area bigger, our treatment area bigger, and then I would leave this to be just an exam room to see patients and have my own office, which would be nice because that's where all our administration is done too. This is our treatment room where we do sutures, dressings, deliveries, anything pertaining to any kind of treatment. This room, a couple years ago, before the earthquake, I had nothing in this room. All I had was a table and like a kid's school desk with a few things. But after the earthquake, we were to put in cabinets and whatever, so now. But we function pretty well. We don't have all the things we need, and we just don't have space. This is where we do, like, they need an IV, the mother has had her baby, she needs to rest for a few hours. Because we're not 24 hours yet, they only get to rest like 3 hours and they have to go home. So, anyway, and this we would extend, our plan is to extend this room as well so that we can have a shower house for the women to bathe after they've had their babies, and also to have more space for beds, because sometimes when we had cholera, we had all these beds filled, people were on the floor. So, and this is just our storage, and this is our very old autoclave that doesn't work. We need an autoclave for the clinic and for the lab, and this one we've tried to have repaired, but it doesn't work. So, and when I came here, this room was not like this. The Haitians were living in it, rats. It was. And then this is the waiting area to the pharmacy. Excuse me. So we'll take you into the pharmacy. So this is the pharmacy. We really kind of built all of this. The building was here, but it was non-functioning. So Joel and I kind of. So this is our nurse that works in the pharmacy. All of our nurses do multiple jobs. Today she might be in the pharmacy. Tomorrow she might be delivering a baby or, treating a wound. We kind of all switch places. But anyway, so this is where she gives the medicines out. This is our pump. I didn't show you that this morning, but that's our, I don't know how old that thing is, but anyway, that gives water. This is our little tiny area where we store all of our prenatal program stuff. We meet with pregnant women once a month to feed them, to give them education on how to do with the baby, labor, delivery, everything. And so if they come to that program every month, at the 9th month they get a bucket. And this week they're kind of sparse because we didn't have enough stuff. But they get clothes, they get bottles, so they get stuff they need for the delivery. Because in Haiti, when you go to the hospital, you get nothing. You get a bed. You don't get an IV tube, you have to pay for everything. So we try to give them stuff they need for the hospital.
Didn't you tell me they have to bring their own sheets
Their own
too?
sheets, their own bucket, their own everything, or you get nothing. I mean, down to the needle to put in to give you an IV, you have to purchase it all. So sometimes we actually give that in this program. But it's mostly over the counter, so sometimes it's what we're lacking in a lot that we have to purchase them. So these are some of the medicines that you purchased for us today, so that's a blessing. We want to make like a break room space with our employees. We don't take lunch, we don't take breaks. We work from 8 until we're done. I might buy them a drink every once in a while, so we want to I want to make this nice. Put a table back here.
How late are you working?
On a Monday, we're here till about 3:30. But that's non-stop. Nobody takes any breaks at all.
How many patients do you see on average?
On Mondays and Thursdays, we can see up to about 60 a day. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, not so much. Maybe about 40. But, 60 patients is a lot when you, like I just had that case in front of you where the mother was sick, so she went to a witch doctor before she came here. He rubbed some leaves all over her body for a few days. That didn't work, and there's so much culture involved. So we're like working on it. We have a washer, it's broke. We have a dryer, it's broke. So we wash our stuff by hand still. So this is this is where this is like the OB room where we do the ultrasounds, pap test, anything pertaining to gynecology. This is Dr. Paul, who is our gynecologist. He's really fresh out of school, really. But he's very good. He does surgeries at the hospital where he works. He works here 2 days a week, and sometimes he works all night at the hospital. Come in just a little bit. There's a lady. He'll work all night at the hospital, and then he comes here to see patients all day. He's very dedicated, very good, very faithful to our ministry. But he has a dream and I have a dream to do more for the pregnant women, because a lot of people, you're pregnant here, it's very dangerous. You can't sometimes you go to the hospital and you sit outside for hours, they don't ever take you. So if we have the facilities, people lose their babies in the street all the time. So if we had the possibility to deliver, which we deliver without any, like surgical equipment, if we would run into a problem or whatever, but we have the tool, we have him, we just need the surgical suite. I want to provide quality care that we get in the States to Haitian people because they deserve it. And I think a lot of Americans come in and just go, it's Haiti, let's just give secondhand, let's just, and we want to give I want the Haitian people to get good care and better their lives. So I guess I wish people would get the vision maybe like we do and get behind us in our vision. A lot of times people come and see all these projects and they're excited and they, wow, God's doing a great thing, you're doing a great job, and then they go home and they forget us.
How can they help you financially?
Well, right now there's not really any monthly support coming into the clinic. It's like if our family has extra to do a project, like I showed you the autoclave. To be able to get an autoclave, that's something I've got to really sweat and work for, save, scrimp. Right now the clinic is not really funded by anything. It's funded by the patients. So if the patients pay, we buy medicines. If the patients can't afford, which they only pay $1.50 to be seen, if they can't afford that, then we also can't afford to function. There's not really much money coming in. We may get $300-400 a month towards the clinic, and right now we're getting at about $150 towards the lab. The lab takes about $600 right now to run. Very soon, when I take another tech, it's going to cost up to $1,000 to run. I'm only bringing in $150. So all these programs, all these great and good things we're doing cost money, and we just need people to get behind us. If the financial burden of, just functioning was a little lighter, then that would make the ministry a whole lot easier. So.
Thank you for your time.